Today I'm going to show you how I bone out a leg of lamb. Stick around until the end and I'll give you a few cooking tips and ideas so you can enjoy your delicious lamb at its best. Hi, I'm Taryn. Welcome to my kitchen studio. This is where I like to have fun with food and teach others simple cooking tips and tricks. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I live in beautiful New Zealand, where the sheep population far outnumbers the number of people. New Zealand lamb is very expensive because we're competing with the export market. Hey, let me know in the comments where you live and how much lamb is. I'm going to be talking briefly about lamb, so if you'd like to go straight to the boning, I'll put the time on the screen. You might sometimes see lamb, hogget or mutton for sale. These are all different ages and therefore require different cooking methods. This is because as the lamb ages, the meat becomes tougher. This is a standard lamb leg. It comprises of the shank bone, then we have the knee joint, the leg bone and a little bit of the thigh bone up the top here. Sometimes the butchers make a little cut here through the shank bone. This is so you can bend this bit back and fit your lamb roast more easily into a roasting dish. If they have done this, you could cut through the flesh and keep that shank for another delicious meal. So we're going to take the bone out of this lamb leg and butterfly it. The advantage of this is that it cooks a lot quicker and it is oh so good done on the barbecue. You can also roll it into a rolled roast, making carving a breeze. And if you've got a dog in the family, they'll be glad of their big bone. So we're going to start by cutting along the shank bone. So not this meaty bit here, we need to turn it over and look for the bony bit down here. I'll cut along this bone on both sides. I'm using a boning knife and have it in a nice sturdy grip. You can also use a sharp chef's knife if you don't have a boning knife. I'm keeping my knife nice and close to the bone so we have minimal wastage. I've reached the knee joint here, so I'm just running my knife around where the joint is going. If you're not sure, you can always get your fingers in there and just feel for the bone so that you know which direction you're heading in. I'm going to get my knife in there to expose some more of the knee joint. It will take a few minutes to loosen the meat from the bone. We will come back to this bit soon, but it is easier when we've loosened the other side first. Now I'm going to make a cut along here, fairly deep. It will join up to the leg bone. There, you can just see it peeping through there. And again, I'm just going to run my knife along it, keeping as close as I can so that there's minimal wastage. I'm working my way around this bone, loosening the meat bit by bit. I've got all around the femur bone here, the leg bone, and now I'm going to just loosen this whole knee joint. Again, just running the knife in there. Don't be scared to just cut. We can come along here to this wee bone, running our knife around there. It'll loosen up this piece of meat for us. Then we come along to this bone, running our knife around it and loosening the meat. Keep working your way around from both sides until it is completely free. So there we have it. Our bone is free and we've got our shank bone, our knee joint, our leg bone and our hip bone. It's helpful to know how these bones fit in the leg so that you know where to cut when you come to boning your lamb leg. Our next job is to butterfly this out. But before we do that, I'm just going to cut this little knuckly bit out here. That was near our knee joint, and you wouldn't want to bite into that when you've gone to all the effort of butterflying and boning this. Now we're going to lay this flat, skin side down, so that's that outer skin side down. And we need to cut into these two thicker muscles and butterfly it out, or open it out like a book. This will make it nice and even, the same thickness all the way around. I like to just have a wee look at mine and decide which way I'm going to butterfly it out. I can cut into that and fold it that way, and into this and that way. You don't want something too awkwardly shaped. I'm going to go in here, and it's simply just a cut straight in there and fan it out. I'm going to go this way so that I can make that end a wee bit thicker. Also, if there's any little fatty bits that you want to get rid of, this is the time to do it. But don't go taking every bit of fat out, because that does keep our meat nice and moist. And again, if it's too thick, you can make another incision and fan it out the other way. If you are going to turn this into a rolled roast, you can put your stuffing on here, and then you can simply roll it up like that and tie it up with some kitchen string. I'm not going to turn mine into a rolled roast. I'm going to cook it butterflied, marinated with crushed garlic and fresh rosemary. I will salt it just before I cook it. If you salt it too early, it will draw moisture out of the meat. You can then put this on the barbecue, pan fry it or grill it. I'll put a list of temperature recommendations for rare, medium, and well done in the description below. Another way to tell if the meat is cooked is to feel how firm it is. I like this little trick where you put your thumb and forefinger together, and as you work your way through the fingers, you feel this little squishy bit on your thumb. You'll feel that it starts off quite squishy and gets harder as you work your way through your fingers. So the forefinger would be rare, medium, and well done. So that's all I've got for you today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy!